Money Vikings Collectibles here. Thanks everybody for joining. I have a special episode for you today because I'm going to talk about the top 9 things that collectibles have taught me about investing. And I hope you find this interesting and informative. First, I want to talk about why, because you want to be a dragon. I'm gonna draw a dragon here. You want to be the dragon up on the mountaintop here that is hanging out and looking over your castle and your pile of treasure. I'm being playful and having fun here today, but this is going to be a serious video. I'm going to get into it. Why, what collectibles has taught me about investing and some good practices as an investor and a collector, especially in light of some of the stuff we've been hearing lately from Wizards of the Coast. And for those of you that are magic collectors and investors, we have to really take pause at the moment. So I'm gonna get my little dragon guy started here, and his wings out going like that, and we will get into all this. Let me get a little detail on this guy, flesh him out. There we go. He's got a little smoke coming out of his nose there. Maybe he just blew some of his fire there. Okay, so let's get that worked out. There we go. Get the wings worked out and get some. I got the tail. Got some cracks, like rocks here and stuff. See, like on this, maybe a tree. All right, bearing with me as I draw. Okay, so now down below, you've got your collectible treasure trove, right? That that you've amassed and has value right here. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why it has value and what you can do to increase the value of your your collectibles and all that. So I'm doing this pretty quickly, but you get the idea, right? Get the idea. These are gold coins. We've got a chest here. The chest is buried in piles of gold. Let's give this some shadows here. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, and there's that. We have jewels and necklaces and shields and swords and scepters and Gandalf's. There we go. We got Gandalf's staff, I guess, with power. I don't know. Okay, having fun here. All right. What collectibles taught me about investing? First thing recently is, especially with what's going on with Magic and everything, is to, number one, be choosy, okay? Be picky. We cannot invest in everything. There's a lot out there, but you have to decide which products and which things you want to collect, okay? So I picked up some Brothers War because I really thought I actually like it. It's a good set. Baldur's Gate, the jury's still out, but I like D&D stuff. So, I'm going to hold on to stuff like that. Double Masters, I thought that was pretty cool. Going to hold on to it. So, but I'm going to be picky. I'm going to be picky about things. I got some Flesh and Blood, of course, and going to be picky about which cards I hold on to. But at least Flesh and Blood is quite upfront about, they tell you when a product is an unlimited product or when it's a first edition. So that's important while collecting, and we'll get into that. Okay, so be choosy. My second concept is to specialize in your collectibles and in your investing, okay? We can't know everything. Warren Buffett talks about how, he was late to the tech investing boom, but that's because he specialized. He had to specialize and focus in on one sector of investing. And I think the same holds true for collectibles. You know, you got to sort of find your niche, find the things you like. I mean, some people collect stamps, right? Some people collect coins. Some people collect bottle openers. You can collect anything, but you got to specialize in things and know them. That's why on the Pawn Stars show, the characters there in that show, they're always bringing in experts, right? Because the experts have honed in and have focused in on a particular, maybe there's an expert on autographs or autographed baseballs or baseball cards or whatever it might be. But there's definitely experts out there, experts in comic books. I mean, and of course we know there's experts in collectible cards. Specialization is important. It's going to sound ironic, but I think diversifying is also important, okay? And that sounds like the opposite of specializing, but what I mean by diversifying is, putting all your eggs in one basket, like it's all just going to be this thing. This is the biggest thing. Well, we really don't know what the future holds with any of this stuff, with investing or collecting. So we do need to kind of strategically diversify, okay? Just with investing and with collecting, I think it's important, number 4, to sell sometimes, okay? Sometimes it's the right time to sell. Now, selling is a very personal thing because it has to do with, when you want to cash out of something, what point in your life are you? Are you near retirement? Are you paying for a kid's college education? Are you paying for a new car or a new vehicle that you need or something that your family needs? Or do you want an experiential thing? Are you cashing out of something so that your family can have a nice trip to Hawaii and have a great experience and a memory? But it is important, I think, to sell sometimes. Number 5, with investing and collecting, think about where your money is going. Think about cash flow. Okay, where is your money going? Is your money going into a bunch of, lately Wizards of the Coast products that are not going to be worth anything? Well, that's something to keep in mind. So you got to know where your money's going. Another similarity between investing and collectibles is staying organized. Okay, organized. You got to stay organized in this business. Organized and declutter. I've seen people in investing and collecting where they just don't know what they have. They don't know what's going on. There's like too much. They're just like grabbing everything and, stuffing it in a storage bin or something, or they're just like trying to like buy like too many investments. They don't know what they're doing. But they're disorganized and they're cluttered. So there's times when we need to call out and you need to reorganize, regroup, and declutter. So I think that's important as well. With collecting and investing, set a budget, okay? We have to set a budget. This is very important. I think this is very important for collecting. I'll make this a red dragon. Very important to set a budget. We don't have, nobody has unlimited funds. Well, not many people do have unlimited funds. So we got to be choosy about, what it is we are collecting and where our money is going. So budgets are important. Have an amount that you can afford every month, in my opinion, and I would not go over that, and I don't go over it because it's very important to have a budget. Only way to build wealth. Got to know where things are going. Okay. Scarcity is key in investing and collecting. So that's number 8 here. Scarcity. Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. One of the big complaints about trading card games at the moment, and especially Magic, is that there's this concept that maybe there is no scarcity. Okay. If they're just going to print on demand and just continue to print forever, then really the prices need to come down, and there's really no point in holding on and collecting anything because scarcity won't be an issue. Scarcity, supply and demand, right? So supply of something combined with demand is what makes something valuable. So, you know, it's just scarcity is key with collecting and with investing. It's the same thing with stocks and everything like that. I mean, the more shares there are, actually the less they're worth. That's why like Berkshire B, you know, or Berkshire A shares are worth so much, because there's not as many of them. Okay, scarcity is key. See, I don't have that problem with comics. So collectible comics, I don't have the problem of scarcity that I have with cards, with collectible cards. The reason is pretty clear. No one can reprint this Action Comics, you know, 254, first appearance of Bizarro here. This cannot be reprinted. There's only so many of these in existence. And in fact, every year it probably goes down. Every year, maybe a couple of these are destroyed or fall apart or are lost to, you know, the sands of time, or someone doesn't know what it is and they throw it away. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But these go down in the number of supply. The supply goes down. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Same thing goes for all. You know, that's actually the advantage of comics. Again, this Batman number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. This will never be reprinted. Now, some comics are a problem because the print runs were way too big. You know, the classic is like Spawn number 1, Superman 75. You know, the print runs were so huge that there's so many of them out there, and they were considered collectibles that people really held on to them. But a lot of comics aren't like that, especially from the past. The print runs maybe weren't that big. And again, there's no more of these being printed on demand. There's no Action Comics 254 that's going to be printed on demand. So the value of that will go up over time. So scarcity is key. So that kind of wraps it up. Those are my ideas in terms of comparing collecting to investing. And I hope that helps you kind of frame things out and think about your investing and your collecting life, and you can kind of be stronger. Thanks, and please like and subscribe. I always forget to ask that, but it really helps the channel, so please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, everybody. Have a good one.